Good day, my people. Today I came here with some updates from General mkhwanazi's report on Sunday. So, remember, he said that the team investigations had uncovered links to high profile individuals, including politicians, police officials, and the business people tied to the drug cartel syndicate. And that caused the team to be that he assembled or that was assembled to be disbanded because they were afraid that they will uncover a lot of things. But hey, guess what? Skeletons were now too big to be in the closet. Let's follow Mr. Manyatela, Clement Manyatela, on the update.
Also, to Becky Kele, the former Minister of Police. News 24 is running an article this morning about this businessman, Vusmuzi Ket Matlala, who received, remember, this is a businessman who received that 360 million rand police tender, which was probably adjudicated during Becky Kele's time, but then it was accepted and approved during Senzo Mkunu's time. The contract has since been cancelled, but this man has already received 50 million rand. And you know why he received 50 million rand already? Because even when there was an internal audit committee that said to the National Police Commissioner, something is wrong with this contract, the National Police Commissioner waited over 100 days before he could act. And by acting, I mean cancel the contract, which then meant that the SAPS had now paid out this 50 million rand to this company. Now the contract has been cancelled, but the guy has walked away with 50 million rand because there was a delay in acting swiftly to stop that contract. Anyway, the same man who received that contract, who's been arrested, it turns out he's got an apartment, a luxury apartment in Pretoria, and Becky Cele has stayed at that apartment in January this year. Becky Cele hasn't denied this. News 24 spoke to him. He told them that, yeah, I know him, but he's not my friend. We're not really friends, but he's made his apartment available and I've stayed there. What does that tell you? Huh? This is the same question I asked about, was it Paul Mashatile who stayed at, was it Edwin Sodi's house? Yeah. It's Paul Mashatile, our deputy president, who had at some point stayed at Edwin Sodi's house. I don't know, was it in Durban or in Cape Town? I mean, that's bizarre for me. And at some point, I think the house that he had stayed at in Cape Town or Durban was one of the houses that had been attached, I think, by the asset forfeiture unit, or the SIU was involved there. So, I don't know. How do you slice it? Becky Cele clearly seems to be linked to this man. He tells News 24, well, I don't really know this man. I met him this year. But yes, we're not friends, but I stayed at his apartment. So fascinating that you're not friends with someone, but for some reason they make their luxury apartment available for you whenever you are in Pretoria. Yo, Aishem, this country, we're in trouble.